Hey everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear, and we've got an Exalt product for your EMEK or ETHA2 on the desk right now. So I've got my ETHA2 right here. This is the toolless bolt cap for the EMEK or ETHA2. So what we've got here on the ETHA2 is our bolt cap is right here. And sometimes these can be a little bit hard to get out by hand without putting the Allen key in one of these two things. A lot of people over tighten these when they put them on. And what happens is they put their Allen key into this, this section back here and they try to undo it. And because it is a glass reinforced nylon, it isn't metal, they end up stripping it out because they've tightened it up too hard to begin with. And then when they're trying to pull it out, it just clunk, 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 it flips through there and it doesn't come out. So Exalt has come up with an aluminum version which sticks out a little bit farther and gives you better holds for your fingers to undo it. Now let's see if I can get this one off. So this one I can get off, but let's just say I couldn't get it off and it was super, super tight. I would take out my Planet Eclipse toolkit right here, and then I would grab my Allen key and I would put it in right here. Now this is where the problem lies. If it's so tight that I can't get my fingers on there and turn it, I got to get this off of here. But if somebody's put it on so tight that they can't get this off, then you're going to run into a problem. It's real easy if it's real tight to push and then the Allen key just jumps, doesn't undo it. And then we run into a problem where we can't get it off. So luckily, I know it's already loose because I was able to get it off with my fingers, but we're able to get this one off. So as soon as I can get it free and going, I'm not going to use that Allen key anymore. I'm going to use my fingers. There's no reason to be using our Allen key. And I'm going to go a couple turns, and then I'm going to try to push that out, and I can. On any bolt system, and this is not just for Planet Eclipse guns. This is for any bolt system where you have a cap that you are going to unscrew to remove the engine out. Once we take it out, we always want to check to make sure that it is tight, because as we're turning this piece and unscrewing the whole thing, it is possible for one section, like this back section right here, to unscrew like it is right now, but this front section is not turning with it. So this back section is threading out of this front section. If you don't realize that, you've turned it a bunch of times, you've pulled it out, this is separated, even if it's separated by just one thread or something like that. Comes out, you do whatever you're doing to it, you don't realize it, you go put it back in, and when you thread it back in, the whole thing rotates together. It doesn't screw itself back together completely. You might end up with a leak, a bolt that doesn't work, and you've just gone through it for some reason and it's not working, and then you got to take it all back apart, blah, blah, blah. So when you remove a bolt that you have to unthread out like that, or an engine, I shouldn't say a bolt, an engine like this, always make sure that you check it, that everything is nice and tight together and nothing is loose. All right, so that's done. Now what we need to do is we need to take this cap off. Take our Allen key. That one is the too big one. That's too big. We're going to go the next size down. Going to go right into the middle. There is a screw down inside there. We're going to undo that screw, and it should not be hard to get that screw out because all it does is hold the cap in place. It doesn't hold the bolt structure together in any way. So we're going to take that out. In there, dump out our screw. Now we can take, I'm just going to put that there to hold it, one of our toolless bolt caps out. Get back in there. And if we look at the back side of it, we can see that we've got 3 teeth right here and lots of little holes. So you can put this on any way you want. It does not matter. There is no right way to do it. You can just line it up, drop the holes in there, make sure that they line up, put our screw back in, use the correct Allen key, and put that all the way down in there, get a hold of it, and give it a snug. Now, when you put this back in, you've got all of this grip for your fingers right here. You can easily put that in and turn it, and we're going to turn it until it stops. Right there, it stopped. I don't need to tighten it. I don't need to crank on it. I don't need to do any of that stuff. I just turn it till it stops and I leave it alone. Now I can easily unscrew it if I need to. Go back till it stops. Easy peasy. For some reason, if you've cranked this thing down with your hands, you've got the strongest hands in the world, and then you come back to it and you can't undo it, they have put a section or a broach in there for an Allen key that you can put down in there that is larger than the screw, so you're not accidentally undoing your screw, and you can take that out. Because this is aluminum, as long as you're using the right Allen key, you don't have to worry about stripping it out or anything like that. Unless you've cross-threaded it or something. I don't know. There's always an exception to you don't ever need rule, but you shouldn't need. I'm going to go that way. You shouldn't need. So there it is. This is the EMEK ETHA 2 toolless bolt cap in lots of different colors. We've got gold, red, silver, green, gray, blue. I think there's even a black one down there. But aluminum bolt caps make it easy so you can get it off with your hands. You don't need any tools. You can use a tool though if you need to. You shouldn't need to. If you do it right, get your toolless bolt caps for your ETHAs and your EMEKs at ANSgear.com.